I'm Tom Viertel. I'm one of 4 producers who form a group who produce regularly on Broadway. And we've been involved with Fidelity and Fidelity FutureStage for the last 3 years. Our job is to attract top-flight Broadway talent to the Fidelity FutureStage program so that they can either go out into the school system and teach, or so that the kids can come to them and be taught here on Broadway. We've supervised virtually every aspect of the Fidelity FutureStage program, up to and including putting on the final performances in a Broadway house. And it's been a thrilling experience for us and a fascinating one as well. We started our relationship with Fidelity in connection with a sponsorship that they did. They wanted to be part of Broadway. They came to us and said, we'd really like to extend this program so that it makes a difference not just on Broadway but throughout New York City, and particularly in the world of education. And so we developed collectively Fidelity FutureStage, which is a program that has 600 kids writing plays throughout the New York City school system. There are 10 schools that participate in each one of them, with 60 potential playwrights. Of those, 1 is chosen from each school, and those plays are put on a Broadway house in the spring. The program needed a substantial teaching cadre, and we have arranged for teachers, both of the famous sort, who go in and impart their own experiences and tell about their careers and inspire kids, I think, in addition to teaching them about theater, as well as people who go and assist the kids with their playwriting, what we call dramaturgs, who go into the school systems, work with each kid in preparing the script that they will use in their competition. All of that is facilitated by a company called LEAP, which is a company that specializes in enhancing the school curriculum through arts. It's a very extensive program. It was extensive in the first year, and it will be even more so in the second. It's grown by the number of artists who are involved. This year is a particularly distinguished roster of artists who are involved. And we think it will continue to grow in several different ways. One of the things that we'd like to continue to do is to have an ongoing relationship with the kids who come through the program. So we're now exploring ways that kids who become inspired by their participation in the program, and I think virtually everybody does, can use that as a building block to a more extensive involvement both in theater and with Fidelity as they grow into college age and beyond. Theater is an acquired taste, and the best prognosticator of whether somebody will be a theater goer in later life is whether they go to the theater as a kid. So simply involving children in theater is good for the theater from an economic point of view. But I think that that's completely outweighed by the idea of inspiration through theater. A lot of kids who go through the city school systems never find any inspiration. And one of the things that I think this program has been able to do, and I think we can demonstrate that it's happened, is that our kids find themselves inspired in a variety of ways, up to and including choosing their colleges based on the dramatic opportunities that exist in those colleges, and find themselves dedicated to growing this experience that they've had through Fidelity and making it much more a part of their lives. I think anything we can do to inspire children in the city school system has got to be invaluable, not merely to theater, but to the society at large, to New York City. Who knows where these kids can go once they've really cranked up and they're excited. One of the things I think we're going to see is that some of these kids will go on to professional careers as writers, whether they'll be writing for theater or they'll be writing for television or movies. I have no way to tell. But I believe that based on the talent that we saw in last year's plays and what we're seeing coming through this year's plays, that although it's very raw, the talent is really significant. From my point of view, the idea that this will be an unforgettable experience is wonderful. But if that's all it is, that's not nearly enough. That what we need to do, in the way in which I'd like to see this program grow, is to keep the kids who have entered it involved in it over a period of time, because that's when I think we'll get the best results for the kids and for everybody.